Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony, episode 55. We've just discovered that the only possible way that Mio could have died is if Gonta killed her in the virtual reality world, which sucks because Gonta is my very favourite. I did not want Gonta to die, and I think this punishment's going to hurt the most. But let's get into it. It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies!
Kokichi's voice actor's been killing it this Clash trial.
Is Gonta Goku Hara!
So good.
Really? Did Gonta really
I don't think he did it, Gonta.
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy. But you forgot everything, so oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
It's the only thing you've said that's actually right. Gonta is a bit of an idiot, isn't he?
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to
You want proof? I've got your proof.
Huh?
After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Oh, Shuichi and Tsumugi. Gonta, did you see Kibo around here anywhere? No, Gonta not see him.
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Yu's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
Oh.
That's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Wasn't there something about you could fall a certain amount of height or something?
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
No, you are, Gonta. I'm sorry, mate. It would have been so nice if that were the truth. If Kaito were right and this horrible trial would just end. But...
No, that's wrong.
What?
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
oh, use the toilet paper?
Looks
Because it doesn't break?
like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
To just, scale down the side?
I know how you feel.
Then how would he remove it?
Because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it to survive.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please.
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
I don't like to see the bros breaking up over this.
Fine then. I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up.
Can't doubt my detective work now. If I want us all to survive, I can't back down. Argument tournament start. Oh, look at him.
I'll never accept this. Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who kills someone. Don't you know that about him by now? Oh, damn it! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening
Oops.
to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick?
Oops.
Wake up, Shuichi!
I was looking at the wrong one.
Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you
Oops.
listening to Kokichi?
No excuse for that one.
Aren't you my sidekick?
Oops.
Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why, damn it!
I was taking his helmet off.
Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh?
Oops.
Keep saying the truth this, the truth that, but there's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe?
This is anxiety inducing. Oops.
Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Keep saying the truth this, the truth
Oh shit. Oh, oh.
There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! Damn it!
The final blow.
There's no way to leave the man.
Toilet paper. Outside. Oh no. Oops. Wrong way around.
Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Damn it!
Okay, come on, we'll do it. So toilet paper
To leave the mansion from the roof!
discovered outside of mansion.
It ends here.
I got it.
Damn it!
The toilet paper we found outside the mansion.
Bruce Banner looking ass.
That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
The toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else.
Ou la salle de bain. Is that French for toilet? I
Scene
can't
of the
remember.
crime, nor on Mew's body.
Bathroom?
It was outside the mansion.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to.
Oh, they tied it to the binoculars at the top.
I know because I investigated the roof.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Ooh, hello, friend. What do you want?
Of course I am. I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end.
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
What?
Yes, the place where the toilet paper was tied down. It was the binoculars.
There!
I got it!
The binoculars on the rooftop. The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it. And then used the doubled up toilet paper to climb.
And then just pulled it around. And then wrapped it up?
But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea.
Really?
But I thought I told
This is
you to
Kokichi's
put
murder, it's not Gonta.
in the bathroom.
It fucking sucks.
I guess you ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by.
Uh-oh.
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
The matter does appear to be settled.
That... it's...
So, it's true. Gonta really killed Mew.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But why did Gonta do
Or maybe Kokichi did do it, really?
terrible thing?
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop. I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess,
It'll be me.
it's me. Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, all right? Let's end this together.
Closing argument?
Okay.
Oh, poor Gonta. This is why people hate Kokichi. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Alright, so. What is that? The cell phone. What colour cord did the culprit stick in the right port? So. What did Mio bring from Shuichi's lab? Yeah, this is what we can use here. Bottle of poison. So the plan was to look like Kokichi had been poisoned. Right, okay. What was posted in the entrance hall at the mansion in the virtual world? What did Mio do when the others left for the mansion? Yeah, we know that. Who was investigating the diner? Oh my god. Okay. What object did Mio use when she got to the mansion? Ah, okay, cool. That was the phone. And then there's this one. Toilet paper that doesn't tear. Who was logged out against their will? What was the weapon Mio brought to kill Kokichi? Okay, that was the hammer. What did the culprit use to strangle? There we go. Boom. Okay, so what have we unlocked there? Map of the virtual world. What was posted in the entrance hall? Map of the virtual world. Lattice used like a sled. To move the body off the roof, what was taken out of the storage room? What have we got now? Kaito Momoto logged out. Who was logged out against their will? I like all the mini-me avatars. They're so cute in this artistic style. Alright, what have we unlocked? Threw the signboard into the river. Here, right? Mio smuggles in a hammer. Okay. The binoculars and toilet paper. How did the culprit escape from the roof? Okay. Samugi Shirogane looking for the secrets of the outside world. Who's investigating the roof? Who's investigating the kitchen? Who's investigating the dining hall? Who's investigating outside the mansion? Looking for the secrets of the outside world. Right, this is where everyone is. Okay, so culprit looking for the secret of the outside world. Investigated the roof. Blue cord on the right. Okay, well, that is over here. Okay, so we just got... Does it say how many we've got left? 4. Right. So, Kaito was on the roof. I remember that much. Shuichi, looking for the secret, was in... kitchen? And then I guess that must mean that Samugi was in the dining hall. And then, of course, that means that our boy Gonta was in the outside of the mansion. Was in the outside. Was in the outback.
The case began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged in to the virtual world.
These are always so drawn out.
You have to plug the memory and
they are fun, though.
consciousness cords into the device.
Just from like a streaming perspective, I'm just kind of sat here watching it. And what do you say? Everything's being said.
Into our helmets and entered the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar. As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world.
Kikichi's giving very strong Nagato vibes in this trial, right? In this chapter, I guess, even. He's been doing it all the way through, but kind of manipulating Gonta like this. And having Gonta be the fall guy for someone else's murder. For essentially his murder, right?
So kind could commit murder.
Is very Nagato in chapter 1.
This error even happened. And so we all logged in one by one.
He was about to kill Byakuya in quote unquote inverted commas.
To log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal.
Bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum.
After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison.
From inside her bra, apparently.
And placed it on Kokichi's seat.
I'm gonna miss Mew.
To make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out, objects are unbreakable, your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case.
It's interesting because surely, even though Gonta did carry it out, he was being used by Kokichi. You know, in a similar way to, is it Pico or Peko in Goodbye Despair? I know that Peko eventually did get branded as the Blackened, but it was talked about that did whatever the gangster's name is, did he use
Logging in, when Kokichi and the
Pico, and the whole part of that was that it was her free will, whereas Gonta's like, I don't know, he's a bit of an idiot, like he was manipulated.
working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. You had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going.
Oops. Outside.
She chased after us toward the mansion.
Why can't they be, like, drawn like this all the time? Very
Once she
Looney
realized
Tunes,
we were
kind of, right?
across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks.
we just thought, oh, it's a prank. Did we really?
Continued with the original
I
plan to
didn't.
find the secret of the outside world.
Oh, she's just pranking us, you know, she always does. She's known for her pranks.
We went to the mansion and split.
She's not known for any pranks, is she?
Kokichi searched the salon. Kaito searched the roof.
Oh god, we don't need everyone.
Tsumugi searched the dining.
Samugi.
I searched the kitchen.
Samugi. Nice little eyeshadow.
And finally,
Is that what eyeshadow
the
looks like?
culprit searched outside the mansion.
On Shirichi.
Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi.
Look.
You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way.
Yeah, that was a silly mistake to make in all of this brilliance.
When she entered the mansion,
That pocket bra is full of stuff.
she didn't tell us that there was another way to log out.
Bum 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 bum.
Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time. The same roof where Kokichi
What the
and Mew were
fuck?
going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious, but her plan didn't go smoothly.
So Gonta was just protecting
was waiting
Kokichi.
on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew. While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind. And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom.
Even with those avatars, it looks pretty intense.
This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable. Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone.
Yeah.
The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope. With a body on top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel.
Man, everything is so polished in this game compared to the last two. Even though they were good, they didn't need to go this hard, but it looks so good.
Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I
I mean, from the rooftop, you could clearly see the spire of that chapel. Hey, what is that? Just ignore that. There's nothing.
The culprit had to then get off the roof.
You're a fucking dick, mate. That's what me would be like.
Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof.
Nowhere near enough
and used it like
length,
a rope
apparently.
to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby. Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case, because the culprit doesn't remember.
Why couldn't they have just chucked the toilet paper back up on the roof? Oh,
Truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist.
Gonta. Hey, why don't we just stop punishing people now? We don't need to do it now, do we?
This is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Gonta not really understand. Gonta not smart boy.
Oh, man.
If everyone agree, then everyone probably...
This is heartbreaking.
Gonta, trust everyone.
Gonta.
Oh, God.
But why? Gonta kill Mew, forget everything. Gonta even think he not do anything bad. And then Gonta try to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why Gonta do such terrible things?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Oh, man.
Huh?
Kokichi's gonna die in the last
Didn't
one.
trick him.
He's gonna do a Nagato.
Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
What happens if we vote for Kokichi?
Is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
For once, I wish that we were.
Huh? Wrapping things up already? What a buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
Eventually.
As well, this killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
You're even starting to look
Are they going to have a baby in Chapter 5?
Yeah! I gotta get my act together for the baby. Now then, pull yourselves together and let's begin! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face-off! It's voting time!
Alright, well, I guess next time on Borderline Games we're going to be voting for... Gonta or Kokichi? I guess find out then. I'll see you later. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.